EIT, we are an early stage impact investor in clean tech, and we are here to change the game. So today we have 200 investments, out of which 3 are unicorns. A unicorn is just a number that the company's valuation is above 1 billion, but what it shows is that it's so big because people are willing to buy the products of those companies so they can change the game. So we're absolutely in the field trying to help those ventures with getting customers, getting suppliers, getting other co-investors, influencing the governance, influencing regulation. The VCs is just about money. So the difference is, it's total. So the first 3 years were basically try and learn and fail and errors and learning. And then after the third year, thanks to Horizon 2020, that gave the EIT 2.7 billion, then we're able to ramp up. So the model that we had designed for 3 years, we're able to ramp up to the scale that was needed. That was another 5 years. Now after year 8, then it was about delivering. And since then, we're excelling in just creating ventures that moves the needle in clean tech, creating graduates that today are CXOs in many companies, institutions worldwide, creating what we call company builders that are new companies that are early movers in what regulation allows us today, that is accelerated the green transition. Well, when I tell my mother, she's 94, okay, so what is the EIT versus the KICS and where I work, I describe what KIC does, and then I say, hey, and the EIT has been like the father, like you have been my mother, like the father that is just at a distance of the infant, about the child, and then when the child goes the wrong way, just gets a slap, so it goes back to the right way. So that's the way we'll describe the EIT and the KICS. So the KICS are progressing, and then the EIT is just steering, so it goes to the right place. You cannot just restart something when you're year 4, because then you have lost 4 years. The key success factor for our success is that we knew where we were going, has been formalized, so all our ecosystem knew where we were going, and we are stuck to the guns. So instead of changing, just because there is a new wind coming. The industrial value chains was a concept that was crafted by EIT InnoEnergy when the European Battery Alliance was launched back in 2018. And then since then Europe and the Commission have adopted this term. And why is this term relevant? Because industrial value chain is where you put all the value chain, if I take batteries from mining to recycling, and on the one hood, you address the challenges of the complete industry. Instead of just one of the steps, you address the whole industry. And the value chain is relevant because the strength of an economy is based on the systemic approach, so the value chain approach, and not on one of the steps. Because our competitors, China and US, they will look in any value chain what is the weak point, and they will take that weak point to enter and to crowd us out. Whereas if we have already from the design a value chain approach, in this case industrials, batteries, PV, hard to abate with hydrogen and so on, then you have got highest chances to beat the others, the competition worldwide, for making it happen in Europe. Last year we crossed, as the EIT InnoEnergy, the 1 billion valuation. So we raised 140 million euros by the market, the capital markets, and that's the best signal that we are legitimate to be self-sustainable. And now the target is by 2030 to be 10 billion euros worth. That's the number, but why the number is relevant? Because being that big, we can influence tremendously in the green transition in Europe.